I'm going to demonstrate the basic workflow for the requisitions for construction and project accounting product. So with this, we're going to start with a request, and we're going to add a detail line. So we'll add two Legos sets as an example. And then up here in the files section, we need to save the record first. Of course, we need to assign the project ID and the project task, as we've done there, and then save the record. Now with this, we have the ability to attach files that will flow through the workflow to the requisition and the purchase order. So in this case, I'm going to browse on my downloads and just upload a random text file. This should be any file type you need, like a PDF or something like that, but we'll add this TXT file and upload like that. Okay, everything looks good. So now we will remove hold on request 17. Note that this was requested by Maxwell Baker. Moving on to the requisition screen, we will create a new requisition. And we're going to use the Add Requested Items button on the Details tab. Going to scroll over to the end where we have ref number 17. This is in reference to the request that we just previously made. I will select that and save. It adds the line item for the Lego sets. And it brings through the project ID and the project task. And we will hit save. And when we remove hold, that will bring in the requesters, which in this case it was Maxwell Baker from our request. And it will also bring in any documents that were attached to the request. So in this case, there was one, and we can find that on the Documents tab. Here's the TXT file that I added to the request, which is now associated with Requisition 12. All right, now just going through our normal requisition process, I will add a vendor for demo purposes, choose the vendor to select them, and save the record for Requisition 12. And then from here, we can go to the three dots, expand that, and we see the Create Orders button. You can also use the Create Orders processing screen to accomplish the same feat of creating the purchase order from the requisition, but in this case, I'm just going to use the native button on the screen. So we'll create the order, which it processed, and then we will go to the purchase orders screen. Let's go back to the grid view. And as shown here, we have PO 002419. Which is for two Lego sets. And that will have pulled in the project, budget BYM and project task 01. On the details line, it's a little bit further down the line, but they do come through as shown here. And then with that, on the purchase order, I'll also point out that the requester from the original request, Maxwell Baker, is here, and there is one document associated with the purchase order. And if you need to view that document, you would go over to the Documents tab here. And as shown, there is the file that I associated with the request in the first step. This is the setup configuration video for requisitions for construction and project accounting and the cost code mod. So first, we will start on the enable, disable features screen, and we're going to look for project accounting. Now, I already have this enabled, but you will need project accounting, as shown here, where my cursor is, as well as construction and construction project management checked. They are already checked. And this will enable the base functionality of the product. And then in addition, if you require the cost code mod, on this same enable disable features screen, you'll need to go to the cost codes field and enable that. It's already enabled here. Once those features are enabled, in order to fully enable the cost code mod, where the cost codes are copied through from the request to the requisition to the purchase order, you'll need to go to the project preferences screen. And then down here at the bottom of this general settings section, there is the copy requisition cost codes to PO. You'll need to select this and then save the record. All right, now I'm going to demo the cost code mod for the requisitions for construction and project accounting product. So here we have a request, and I'm going to add a row. We will use Legos again, and this time we'll make the quantity 3 just so it's obvious compared to the previous example that I just made. And under project ID, we will select CSTR REST project task 1, and then there's this new column cost code that is now available, and we'll select 01-311 for operations project manager and save the record. And just to be clear where these values are set, if we go to the project screen quickly, and then we scroll to CSTR REST contains. We'll see that on the cost budget tab of the screen for the particular project, we can configure the cost codes for the various project tasks here. So with that set, we will now remove hold on the request, and we can go to the requisition. And this is request 18. All right, so we're going to make a new requisition. And we are going to add the requested items. Go to the end, and we see ref number 18, which matches our request. this adds the 3 Lego sets. So we'll save the record. And something that's worth mentioning here is that it is possible to just add lines here now that this cost code feature is enabled. You can add lines here directly and add the project ID, project task, and cost code to the requisition without first having to create a request. All right, so we're going to remove hold. I'll point out quickly that Maxwell Baker, the requester, came through from the request document. And now we have requisition number 13. So we'll go to bidding, add a vendor, and choose the vendor, like so. And then we will use the Create Orders button to create a purchase order. As I mentioned in the previous video, you can also create the purchase orders for the requisitions using the mass Create Orders processing screen. But in this case, I'm just going to use the button that comes from the 3 dots menu. The operation has completed. So we'll go over to our purchase orders screen. And we'll see PO 002420 for 3 Lego sets. Maxwell Baker came through as the requester, and if we scroll over, here we are. We'll see the project task, and cost code columns where CSTR rest 01 and 01311 came in from the requisition.